Welcome back to the Owatonna Coaches Show. Again, my name is Mark Arjes, the Youth First Director, and the Coaches Show is brought to you by our Blue Line Club, the Girls Hockey Association, our Owatonna Youth Hockey Association, and Youth First. And we're here at the Four Seasons Center. We just finished up with the OYHA end of the season banquet. We had all the awards and stuff given out, and we're talking with some of our youth coaches. Again, I want to remind everybody to thank our hockey sponsors, Ag Power, Bremer Bank, Coles Electric, Culligan, Federated Insurance, InstiPrints, Oldenburg Photography, SPX OTC, Straight River Sports, Sign Pro, Truth Hardware, Trelo Inc., Walzer Chevrolet Buick, Alexander Lumber, Family Vision Center, Jostens, the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, Trelo, our Four Seasons Center, which is our home ice arena where we're at tonight, and the Waseca Chrysler Center and the World of Wheels for their support of the Coaches Show, Owatonna Hockey, and especially tonight, Owatonna Youth Hockey. And I've got a couple more youth coaches with us tonight, so how are you guys doing? Good. I know this is your favorite thing to do, right?
Always.
To drag you over here kicking and screaming.
Not too often I get to do this.
Yeah, well, this is good. It's great because it gives everybody out there a chance to kind of know who you guys are. And for people that, the biggest thing for me is like, maybe there's people out there who haven't enrolled their kids in hockey yet. What's it really like, and who are they handing their kids over to? So It shows that you're real human beings, So
Absolutely.
Anyway, so tell us a little about who you are and what team you coach this year.
I'm Andy Nylund. I coach the A Bantams, and this is my 15th year doing this. So I took a little hiatus in the middle, but this is my second year back, and it was a pretty good year for us this year.
And I think you coach together.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Brad Vogt. I've been coaching for 6 seasons now. I started at the squirt level and worked my way up to the Bantam A level now.
Okay. So. Now the Bantam A what age is that?
That is the 8th and 9th graders. It's the last youth hockey division before high school.
Before they go to high school, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're kind of prepping them for the varsity and junior varsity.
So contrary to like the guys before and some of the younger ages, a lot of those guys are dads coaching their kids. Mm-hmm. You guys aren't, are you? You
Correct.
don't have kids on the team. So.
Right. We we're kind of in that league of coaches that it's kind of good to get away from the parent coaches and it's something for them. It's a next step before their high school.
Kind of that process that I think Mark was talking about where you kind of go through to get ready to play in high school,
yes.
right? So do you guys coach anything other than hockey?
Actually, I do not. No, okay. I don't know.
No, my girlfriend's little boy plays t-ball. I help out with that, but nothing else major in the youth sports.
So did you guys play yourselves?
Yes, I played through high school in Owatonna here I graduated in '93, and then in my college years, I played 4 years at St. Scholastica up in Duluth. So graduated in '97, and then '98 was my first year back here coaching.
Okay, great.
I just played youth hockey in high school through Owatonna and graduated in '04, and I didn't play much after that. Just got into coaching right away.
Yeah, well, good. What do you guys do for a living?
I'm an electrician. I work for Quality Electric, not a sponsor, but it's. I know we have quite a few of the.
Don't worry, I'll call them now.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be good. Actually, no, one of my buddies that works there has a son that's in the squirt team, and he coaches also. So we're involved in youth hockey. So
that's great.
I work in the construction industry and just.
So
it's nice. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, busy and taking the winter coaching is awesome. Well, it's great that you guys invest in other people's kids because that's what really needs to happen, which is just awesome. So as you guys coach together at the Bantam level, what's your main emphasis or what's the main priority or goal that you have out of the Bantam level?
Well, I think for us as Bantams, and as I've kind of grown throughout the last few years of coaching this level, we're mainly trying to get them ready for the high school. It is such a huge step from Pee-wees to Bantams, and then from Bantams to the high school. It's bigger than what most people would understand, I think. Until they're, the first year Bantams are always struggling, then they kind of get their groove, and then they're kind of moving on. But then they, we're just trying to make sure that they're ready mentally more than anything else for the high school, because it's quite the grind. I mean, we play less games in high school, but it's just a much higher pace. They're stronger, faster kids, and it's just that last stepping stone. And as long as we're improving from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, I'm not much into records. It tends to take care of itself. But at the end of the year, we're hopefully we're playing our best hockey, and they improve as they move on. So that's our main thing.
Gonna let him answer all that question, aren't you?
Pretty much took the words right
So
out
he's
of my
got the
mouth
head coach thing on behind his
Yeah.
back, right? So, no, well, that's awesome. So what was the biggest challenge maybe that you had this year with that group of kids?
We had a small group of kids. We had
remember that.
11 skaters or 12 skaters, 11 or 12 skaters and a goalie, and we dealt with there were 4 of them that tried out for high school right away in the beginning of the year. One of them made it, so 3 of them came back. We dealt with the smaller roster. We had some injuries, and in Owatonna, it's always been a challenge to keep the kids up, participating through Bantams and keeping the roster sizes bigger. But as they get to Bantams, they get smaller generally, and that's been the main challenge we've had almost every year that I've coached, is making sure that we have numbers, and if we don't, we got to work it the way we can,
Sure.
And it's never easy, but for whatever reason we're pretty successful and we get through it. We've had some good years and we've had some struggles, but
Well, the good news is you don't have any parents complain about playing time.
yes,
do you?
that is the main thing. There is no complaining about that. Everybody gets about half the ice time, really.
kids are paddling.
Yeah.
Do I have to go back in? Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So what was your? Tell us what's your maybe about a couple of highlights this year. What was fun?
We went to districts and as the 4th seed and came out as the number 1 seed to our regional bid, and
Great.
just that was a big gain for us over the course of the season.
That was the main thing, and that was it. I mean, we improved as we went throughout, and it culminated in a district championship. Which if you ask all the players in an honest moment, they probably wouldn't have said that. So, and even myself, I might not have said that. So, yeah, it was a good ending to the year.
Well, and that's great. Then what Mark was saying is, if you can make that progress during the season, that's what it's all about anyway, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's improvement and development, and you must have done the kids must have responded to go from, if you were a 4 seed coming in, then you know that where you were record-wise, and then they played their best at the end, which that's awesome. Can't ask for much more than that. So, as we're wrapping up, what, at your level, what advice would you give to parents maybe that are thinking about getting their younger kids signed up in hockey? I mean, you guys both played, so, I mean, what's...
Well, I think in my experience growing up in Owatonna youth hockey and stuff, I mean, it's always a challenge. It's a smaller town. We're not a predominantly hockey community here. But that being said, we do have good tools. We have a good base, I think, especially now we're starting to get a good base at the younger levels to move them up. We got to learn to skate. I have a son that's in that now, and as long as they keep working to the end and making sure that they stick with it. Not everybody's going to be on an A team. You're not going to be the best all the time. But the fact of the matter is, once you get up to high school, which is where you're really, that should be your ultimate goal as far as I'm concerned. And if you keep working towards that end, I think everybody's going to have fun doing it that way. And then that's how you build a stronger community or a stronger program as it is anyways. So that's the main thing as far as I'm concerned. And as long as we keep getting numbers, I think we'll be in good shape.
Good. Anything to add there?
Not too much to add on that one.
Okay, good. Well, that's awesome. What about the I guess the one last thing I was thinking about was, I hear a lot in the when I talk to Coach Storm at the high school, he talks about how much faster the game is, as they get into teams in the cities and those kind of things. So do you see that same type of thing happen at your level too, as you're playing out of town and all those kind of things? Yeah,
we played in a couple pretty big tournaments, one in Hastings and one in Rochester, and we play a lot of the cities, metro teams, and we have a tendency to tell immediately how the game's going to go right off the bat. We could look at their bench and see 4 lines strong, and we got 2. So we know whether or not we start out good is almost irrelevant, because by the end of the game we're tired, and they're fast, and they're usually a big, strong team. So, you can tell the difference between the cities and Owatonna right now. But as we continue to gain numbers, hopefully that's our goal, is to catch up to those.
Awesome. Well, again, we appreciate you guys and all you do and investing in the youth program and all that. So we'll look forward to hopefully talking with you down the road.
Yes, absolutely. It was fun.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next segment.